Welcome to the Rift of Games. Live from JCT, here is your host, Cutlol.
Beesh. Hello everyone and welcome to the Rift of Games. This week it's hosted by yours truly, Brownie of the Joy Charged Gamers. The reason this time is Cutlol is a little occupado with a couple of other things, so there are some little issues that he needs to take care of. But don't worry, you're in great hands! No, you're not. So today we will cover game releases and gaming controversies. So, let's start off with the game releases that have occurred this week. Time to go back out into the Alola region as Pokemon UltraSun and Moon have been released into the world once again. This version of the game has an alternative storyline that have occurred to it, similar to how Pokemon Black 2 and White 2 occurred and basically added extra things to the story. More Pokemon have been acquired, more Ultra Beasts have been unleashed, legendaries from old and new have been able to be caught up, the game has been hyped like crazy. Although a few people have had some naughty little gimmicks of spoiling things. Naughty boys! Now, the thing is, a lot of people worried that this has spoiled the game. If you've watched every trailer, maybe you know too much already. But if you've seen the spoilers, maybe it's ruined the game for yourself. Does that ruin the enjoyment for you? Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. But we'll see what happens then. But for now, if it's not true and it hasn't spoiled, then check the game out for yourself and let me know. Because I'm still waiting on mine! Game!
Stop right there, criminal scum! You have to have an arrow to the knee and...
Okay, enough overused jokes. I mean, there's a reason for all of this because Skyrim has been finally released onto the Nintendo Switch! The game has been hyped up like crazy as it was shown first during the Switch reveal trailer when the Switch was announced. Now you too can have Skyrim on the go, anytime, anywhere, and you can have that true power of going into the middle of your town center and screaming, Force Roda! And people will either look at you or call the cops, whichever comes first. As far as people have basically shown appreciation for, this game has done really well for itself. Even people have actually played the original Xbox version and still credited it. Performances are going really well with it, and they seem to do a great deal because they brought in DLC and performances have really done well for what you have. The only reason though that people would buy the Switch version is to basically go without the option of having mod support. Portable Skyrim! And now, moving on to other news that have happened in the world this week. US President Donald Trump has had his Twitter verified status revoked. What? Do I really have to do it? And I don't give a fish! I'm an idiot. Now, moving on to the main event of this news story. The controversies are so big and all of them are stemming from one area in particular. EA. So, this combination of different facts is gonna be one large section. So let's see what happens this time. As you guys may have noticed, that a lot of loot boxes are appearing, well, in Cutlol's Rift right about now. Because, of course, the reason is EA is putting loot boxes in their next big game, Need for Speed Underground 3. Don't mean a thing with me. Gone are the parts buying and gathering, and now everything to acquire is all in loot boxes. You have to grind for those boxes within the game, or you have to buy them. For God's sake, EA, what is wrong with you? You're more messed up in the head than I am! And that says enough! Didn't these guys already get the goddamn backlash from the Battlefront 2, and now they're putting it in a racing game? I didn't like the jokes, by the way. Speaking of Battlefront 2, they're changing things round again and again and again, and EA once again have done something that a lot of people have been looking at. They've removed the refund button. People who wanted to refund the game before the game has been released have had to ask EA support for their money back. Poor EA. They didn't ask for this. Well, not like this anyway. But it doesn't end there. Did you know that there's one other fact that's been going on? Battlefront 2 has had quality issues right now. Let's see. Can we go through the list of things? Oh yeah, they've got bugs, lag spikes, and they've got other problems as well. Seriously, they have a spider infestation. It's horrible. You would think EA would have polished those out, but no, they rushed the game again. So apparently the Ds would get complaints and such naturally. Did you know they also got death threats? Acclaimed developer of EA said on Twitter he had received 7 death threats to him. Oh wait, no he didn't, because the guy apparently didn't work for EA. He was a liar and a phony. He was a big fat phony. I swear these jokes are bad. Cutler, I'll kill you for that. So, there's one way we could try to help out EA in this scenario. I mean, I'm a nice guy. I played a couple of EA games in the past, and so did Cutler. So, how can we save face, EA? Well, first off, rework your Need for Speed Underground 3. You know, make the lockboxes disappear, make the parts purchasable or droppable from missions. You know, you can still add a couple of little things if you really need to, but don't do everything on the system. Simple unlocks, remove them entirely. You could still get a card system, hard to be integrated, but you could remove them and still keep some things in your game. Give people a reason to play the game rather than just buy all this shit and then do it all there. It's like going on a Pokemon game and having somebody buy you a legendary. That doesn't work! As for Battlefront 2, you could make the multiplayer free to play. You got a single player campaign that signs up at $30 apparently. I don't know this, I'm looking this up here. And apparently you could also limit a free mode to a player for a certain extended amount of time. Maybe they could have less experience in a match. They could probably only have their card levels go up to a certain level. Maybe they could only go to level 3. Or maybe when they make their very first purchase of $5 to get like levels and experience, and they could do it like that. But you could even put XP boosters in there to give people a reason to buy, or they could buy the expensive purchases. And to add one last thing to this, let's put in a subscription model. Yes, it's Cutler's idea of a subscription model. Anyone who subscribes between $5 to $15 per month could get a special loot box with one upgrade each month. Maybe in $5 tiers, you could get one upgrade and $15 gets you a special loot box each month with guaranteed legendary inside of it. You could also have like subscription that could give you boosted XP, stack it with extra boosters, you know, stuff like that would work as well. Give them a reason to subscribe. And last, they could do something like if they pre-ordered the game, they could do like some extra things. For example, a purchasable skin, a month worth of XP boosters, 3-month subscription, every hero unlocked, maybe even legendary loot boxes. I don't know. Also, you can also allow a package to maybe get there for like a year's worth before it goes poof. That's how we at GCG feel like we could fix the game. Try it out, EA. You could probably doubt to watch this little thing, but you know, we're just a small little channel. But what do I know? Wait a sec! News just in! Breaking news just in! Apparently we have some breaking news! Over to Twitter! So the breaking news that has just come in, I've literally just got this message straight from Kotlol. Apparently the Battlefront game itself has had a little bit of a meltdown in the faces of the people have basically told them that they don't like the in-game purchases. So Disney have ended up interfering and have done a little bit of stop. That's right, Disney got involved to basically say to Battlefront to stop the in-game purchases. But I'm guessing if you can't read that info, but I'll just quickly glance over it here if you're listening to this voice chat. This is currently the message that it says here via EA Star Wars on Twitter. As we approach the worldwide launch, it's clear that many of you feel that there are still some changes in the design. We've heard the concerns about potentially giving players unfair advantages, and we've heard that this is an overshadowing an otherwise great game. This was never our intention. Sorry we didn't get this right. We hear you loud and clear, so we're turning off in-game purchases. We will now spend more time listening, adjusting, balancing, and tuning. This means that the option to purchase crystals in the game is now offline, and all progression will be earned through gameplay. The ability to purchase crystals in-game will become available at a later date, only after we've made changes to the game. We'll share more details as we work through this. So we know that they will eventually bring this stuff back. The question, of course, is it still going to be as broken as it was when it came out, or is it going to be toned down? You'll have to wait and see, EA fans, because that's the only way you're going to find out more. And that's all for the riff that's going to be this week, I'm afraid. First of all, I'll apologize if this is against the usual type of regime that happens mostly with Kotlol. I'm really sorry, guys, but this is something a little bit different that knows it goes ahead. If you would like me to appear in a couple more of these, by all means, let us know in the comments below. We'll see what we can do. Now, you have to excuse me. I need to go bring out my shovel, and I need to go and help Kotlol with opening some loot boxes. So, see you all next week, and remember to stay charged. Bye! Kotlol, I'm coming! I got the sword! Can't fucking move!